This is Perspective Log X, and I am your host, E.A. Crespo. Perspective Log X, Lakers-fandom. This is Perspective Log X, and I am your host, E.A. Crespo. Perspective Log X, Lakers-fandom. Right. I don't know if you know now, Kyle Kuzma turned off, eliminated his Twitter account. How much disrespect his name got, and there was a big response of the fans, pretty much. We gotta understand something. We don't want to make a precedent in bullying our own team players. So we don't want to have the fame and that are taught, because that would increase the possibilities that players, not wanting to play with the Lakers. And I mean, we have that statement from I didn't want to. He came here because of trade, but this kid Schroeder, Schroeder, it's how it's pronounced. Didn't want to come to the Lakers. A lot of people say because he was afraid of the basically the lights, the Hollywood, all the things that involve to playing with Los Angeles. But we don't want to make it about being Lakers fans being bullies. And if we make it about, like, if it becomes that a thing, we are going to have a lot of players that won't, play here. And if that for whatever reason, Kuzma is traded and he starts scoring 25 points per game in another team, then it's gonna be like, oh wow, look at Kuzma Lakers, look at Kuzma without the Lakers. Not only he couldn't play in the system, but the fans bullied him. I don't know if I want to go to the Lakers. And we don't want players saying that. We don't want, especially good players, because whatever you want to say about Kyle Kuzma is a good player. Third scorer of the team. Whether you don't like the numbers or you like the numbers, that is a fact. He was the third scorer in that team. He was the guy. Uh, he was that guy, you know. And you can't say that he can score the points to score. He would have been the third guy, but definitely he did what he could with what he had. First, he was not a member like he was the year before. He was not healthy. He had to come back twice from injury. And once he started kind of, gaining momentum, the Lakers play the last game of the season until the ball. You can't pretend that Kuzma should be that guy, that score 25 points, because how is he, how he was supposed to do that? Kuzma is a good player, and he's a good player under one of the cheapest contracts you can get in the NBA. He's only costing the team $3. I don't know if it actually gets to the 3 millions. I think so, right? How can you ask a $3 million player to score 20 points per game when you see all the guys that score 20 per in this league, they get they get $20 million or over per year, so we gotta learn to appreciate what we have, Fortunately, I would extend that to Danny Green, but he's not part of the team anymore. But Danny Green, he's got championship experience. He does the little things. He does the some of the important things in defense, and he had a bad year, but that could happen to anybody. A lot of players had that, a bad year, a year where their percentage doesn't go that well. So right now, I mean, we probably gonna have to stick with Kuzma unless we get a bunch of first player so upset at their fans that doesn't care what the outcomes of the games are. I don't think Kuzma is that guy. So an alternative is that he just gonna get the negative out, right out of his, mind. The other is that, that he could be in the process of being traded. He already knows about it. The front office told him, so he's starting to put certain affairs in order. Um, you know, he may not spend time in Twitter anymore, because what he's getting out of Twitter is a lot of criticism that it's undeserved. It's undeserved, man. It's undeserved and everything, and the thing is, I mean, if you're a Lakers fan, you should be a Lakers fan. You should root for your guys. You don't. You should. You should not take your own guys, the guys that represent what the team you love, um, and put them on the basically burning like in a witch trial or something like that. You don't you don't you don't want to do that. Um, like I said, also we have some news. Uh, Apparently, Kyrie Irving is a trade for uh, for James Harden. I don't think there is any surprise there. We all knew that that was going to happen. I don't think the Nets in the next days. I don't know what they are going to do. If the trade is already spoken, the Nets are going to have a lot of drama going on, and they are professionals. They should to know they are going to have, and they could be the next Clippers. Everybody expects to win that chip, and could happen. Um, and probably already that Drew Holiday is um, he has he's been traded to the, and a lot of people are freaking out. I don't, I'm not gonna freak out because the Lakers have a good system defensively. Everybody knows, starting to know and have a plan to stop uh, Giannis once the playoff starts, and so Drew is going to help. But I don't see the guarantee of championship or finals there, especially if the New Jersey, the Brooklyn Nets um, deal and they don't have any whatever they decide to do. But you know that's a problem with Kyrie. Kyrie is a drama prone guy, and that's gonna be difficult because if he starts becoming that guy that aside from his amazing talent and his capacity to put a lot of points on the board, if he starts getting fame of being a disruptive force in his own team, he's gonna not be wanted by teams. So his contracts are not gonna be as right now. And we saw that Boston when he was with the Celtics. Now he's with the Brooklyn Nets, and he's starting to clean out the James Harden deal. They're gonna have to figure out. Why I don't think they are like in any like panic mode or anything like that, because Boston is, I don't know, they are getting got it. And Miami is probably going to be anyway, and because they have these kids that already had finals experience, so that's going to help him a lot. And the Lakers, the Lakers just have the best duo, the best 1-2 punch in the NBA. Probably one of the best in the NBA history. So, it's not like they are going to um like they're going to suffer because uh the rest of the cast is not there. And now they have Schroeder is going to be that third guy putting points on the board. And this might even be helpful for Kuzma if he stays, but I don't know what's going to happen. I know Rob Pelinka is a genius because he got that trade for Schroeder only with Danny Green. So he still have Kuzma, and I think Cook, you know, and this is the thing. The only reason I talk about Kuzma in trades is because I think he needs to probably get away from all the negativity that the Lakers fans are bringing. But I really don't want Kuzma to go because I think he can help. And I think he's now that he's got a chip on his shoulder, and I think the Lakers in general should play with a chip on their shoulder because they won the championship, and people have been disrespecting, saying that the bubble is just like pickup basketball, the way like uh, um, Scottie Pippen said publicly, and so we gotta be able as Lakers fans to uplift the players, even when they are going through difficult times. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Um, everyone is. I am my own worst critic because I have to live with the guilt day and night. So I'm pretty sure that the reason Kuzma started practicing right away, early in the morning, like telling Horton Tucker also, they were practicing really early in dedicating themselves to be better at their craft. One, Taylor Horton Tucker, he must be excited because he found just those minutes where he proved that he could be a baller in the NBA. In the case of Kuzma, he already scored one season 18 points a game, right? And which is the reason why people are all over him, bullying him, right? I'm pretty sure he is practicing to get to that point again. And the best, you know, the best advantage of that is going to be for the Lakers because um, we're going to have then four guys who can score, over 15. Three of them can score over 20, probably. If not, we're going to have two, that will score over 15, and then two that score around 26, 27 points per game. Only with four guys. And we bring, um, uh, we're probably going to bring Markieff Morris and Dwight Howard. I have a video about it. And so, I think we are going to be fine. And if we land Ibaka you know, for one of those Pelinka miracles, we're going to be fine. We're going to be very fine. We can We can put G leaguers to cover the rest. I saw Costas Antetokounmpo practicing. He looks amazing. His jumping, his ability to drive in and score. This kid, I don't know if he's going to be like his brother, but I think he's on the way of being a good NBA player. So I expect that he might see some action, especially the first month, where probably LeBron is not going to see much action, and I don't know. Another thing before I go, because I don't want to take much more time, is this. I am thinking that Pelinka is going to buy some second round picks. Or the only way to trade Kuzma is to get first round picks for now and for a future. I don't know what is going to happen, but I think Pelinka is going to put the Lakers back in the draft. I might be wrong, but that's what I think. It's not a prediction, 100% or something like that. It's just this feeling I have that he's gonna get guys in the team. All right. So there's no comments or questions. I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna stay tuned in the draft. I'm gonna try to bring the draft here. I'm trying to see how I can do that. It's hard with one monitor, which is what I got. I don't know how to put two monitors, but I don't have another monitor. I don't know if I can do it from the phone, but I'm gonna try to find out. If not, I'm gonna see if I can bring AC from LA Sports Live to see if he can get the live feed. I don't even have anything on TV for that, so probably I'm gonna have to either have him or have it another way, but I'll try my best to do it. And so I know there's going to be a lot of shows showing that. So, but I want to get, I want to, for those of you that can come, that will go to my channel, I'm going to try to get the draft. I'm going to try to see if I can get some info on anything the Lakers want to do in the draft. All right. So go Lakers. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And may God bless you. All right. Bye-bye.